Hi, welcome to the WTAMU Virtual Math Lab. This video will step you through College Algebra Tutorial 21, Example 3. In this example, we want to solve the absolute value equation, the absolute value of x squared plus x minus 9 equals 3. In step 1, we want to set this problem up using the definition of the absolute value. Since there are two numbers who have an absolute value of 3 and negative 3, then we will have two equations, one where the inside of the absolute value is 3 and one where it is negative 3. Setting up the first equation, we will get x squared plus x minus 9 equals 3, and the second equation will be x squared plus x minus 9 equals a negative 3. In step 2, we want to solve each equation. Both equations are quadratic equations. If you need a review on solving quadratic equations, feel free to go to Tutorial 17. So we will need to get both equations in standard form, which is ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. To get the first equation in standard form, we need to do the inverse and subtract 3 from both sides. This will give us x squared plus x minus 9 minus 3 equals 3 minus 3, which will simplify to be x squared plus x minus 12 equals 0. The trinomial on the left side will factor as x plus 4 times x minus 3 equals 0. Using the zero product principle, we can set each of these factors equal to 0. Setting the first factor equal to 0, we will get x plus 4 equals 0, and setting that second factor equal to 0 will give us x minus 3 equals 0. Solving the first equation involves subtracting 4 from both sides, which will give us x plus 4 minus 4 equals 0 minus 4, which simplifies to be x equals negative 4. In the second equation, we can add 3 to both sides and get x minus 3 plus 3 equals 0 plus 3, which will give us x equals 3. To get the second equation in standard form, we need to do the inverse and add 3 to both sides, which will give us x squared plus x minus 9 plus 3 equals a negative 3 plus 3. This will simplify to be x squared plus x minus 6 equals 0. The trinomial on the left side will factor as x plus 3 times x minus 2 equals 0. Using the zero product principle, we can set each of these factors equal to 0. Setting the first factor equal to 0, we will get x plus 3 equals 0. And setting that second factor equal to 0, we will get x minus 2 equal to 0. Solving the first equation involves subtracting 3 from both sides, which will give us x plus 3 minus 3 equals 0 minus 3, which gives us x equals a negative 3. And solving that second equation involves adding 2 to both sides, which gives us x minus 2 plus 2 equals 0 plus 2, which will simplify to be x equals 2. When we plug either a negative 4 or 3 in for x, we end up with the absolute value of 3, which is 3. And when we plug a negative 3 or 2 in for x, we end up with the absolute value of a negative 3, which is also 3. This means our final answer is x equals negative 4, negative 3, 2, or 3.